This is what 1 year of collecting aluminum cans looks like. We're going to take this to the scrapyard and see just how much money we made after 1 year of collecting aluminum cans. And these are all the copper motors I've accumulated in that same year. Let's go see what kind of money we're on.
Just remember, everything adds up eventually. You may not see the value in something so small at first, but if you put so many small things together, it can equal a lot. I had no idea the real value of some of these small things that I was overlooking. And if you just sort these small things, sometimes you can acquire a better price for these items. The big bin on the floor that I keep throwing stuff in, that's just 10. That's the lowest price I'll ever get for any type of metal. What really makes the money are the non-ferrous metals, or something that I can sell directly on the market at, like a garage sale or something. I've sold things on eBay and Facebook Marketplace. This is just aluminum and some more tin, and then a good screw that I could reuse at some point or for some project in the future. I accumulate things I can sell in different areas. That way eventually when I get enough, I'll find somebody that wants to buy them. I put them on my counter here in my shed. I put all the soda tabs in that drawer. I accumulate them in my cup holder, whether it's just pocket change or soda tabs or aluminum cans in general. I pull the tabs off the soda cans and I sort them. You never know when there's some kind of fundraiser that could help some person out in the long run. Or maybe I'll find a cool project to use for them one day. Or maybe I'll help a kid get a pizza party. There's just no telling. I really just find it kind of fun accumulating things. You know, stacking little bits of treasure. I like accumulating and sorting things, but it's important that we consolidate and make things as compact as possible. We don't like big messes. So after I cleaned all those loose aluminum cans out of my truck, this is what the aluminum can count's looking like. Just before I took it all off to the dump, of course. Just a few videos ago, you saw me going around a storage unit to see how many different items I could find that were just kind of lost to time in an area that was already cleaned up pretty well. I'm really just kind of showing you my process as how I sort things, how I keep everything organized, and it doesn't just pile up on me. I really like making an effort to keep things organized because, you know, it can look pretty messy. It becomes a big job if you're not dealing with it as it comes. I have a couple places I keep soda tabs. You know, one pile is inside. Obviously, you saw what I did with my truck. And then in my shed, I have my big pile of soda tabs. It's funny, probably about 90-95% of all these soda tabs come from my own sodas, the Diet Cokes I drink. And since I've been drinking out of the cans, I really seem to prefer them over the bottles. They don't get flat and they're about the right portion for me. If you look, you'll see a couple of other different colored soda tabs in there. And those come from either my wife's bubblies that she likes to drink or just random cans that I found. I'm not much of an alcohol drinker, and if I was drinking alcohol, it'd be liquor, not beer, so I wouldn't have many tabs to get from that anyhow. With the soda tabs all organized and the pocket change in my hand, I fastened this tabs because the last thing I want to happen is my cat to knock the whole thing over and then I have to clean it all up. See how I organize other things like my pocket change? Essentially, I sort the silver from the brown, and I put quarters in their own tray as well because I found that quarters are about the most useful pocket change you can get, and the nickels and dimes just kind of build up. I like sorting them for silver. You can see what I'm doing with the Lego man I found. I put it with all the other cool toys I found. These were just toys that were lost somewhere on the side of the street or in some abandoned area. What about that year's worth of soda cans? How much was it worth when combined with the motors from a year or two?
Found the dime on the ground, put in my little knick-knack collection. But today, a year's worth of aluminum cans, and the majority of the copper motors, one was irony aluminum because it was copper-coated aluminum windings. It totaled up to be 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 104, and 9 cents. Plus I got that little bonus 10 cents, so heck yeah. That's where I put all the little knickknacks that I find on the ground and my soda tabs. And I organize them at the house.